individual. You don't file jointly. Guys need to quit get licenses. Quit licensing yourself, registering yourself. In other words, quit giving away all your rights. You register your cars, you register your children, you register your guns, you register your property. You give it all away, and then you sit and complain about it. Now go look in the mirror if you want to know what the problem is. Quit registering everything. Everybody in the United States has registration fever.
Situation.
Now, California, notice I put California as a territory of Mexico, was ceded to the United States in pursuance of the provision of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo on February 2nd, 1848 by Nicholas Trist. President Polk, who sent Nicholas Trist over here as an agent of the executive branch of government, he fired him and withdrew him and told him to come home. So what Trist did is he renegotiated another treaty with the Senate, and he took out Article 9 and Article 10 and Article 11. And what these articles say is that they were supposed to give to Mexicans that were living in California, which was a territory of Mexico, they were supposed to give them their original land grants. And they were supposed to make them American citizens under this treaty. Well, they never did that because they took those provisions out of the original treaty. So the treaty they adopted is not valid. That's why they're letting all these Mexicans in here, into California, because California is still a territory of Mexico. California was originally owned by Spain. Spain ceded it, and I have that treaty. The Spanish succession of California to Mexico. That was called a Spanish treaty. It was ceded to Mexico, and then Mexico ceded it to the United States. But they never fulfilled the provisions of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. So California is still a territory of Mexico.
So California is essentially still Mexican.
Yeah, still belongs to Mexico. Why do you think they're letting all these Mexicans come in here?
Huh.
Yeah, there's other states involved. Nevada was involved in this. Texas was involved in this. Colorado was involved in this. You got 7 states altogether that were involved in this Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo.
That's because they all border the Mexican border.
Right. And they're all still territories of Mexico. So California is not a state of the Union because it was never ceded to the United States under this treaty. I can prove that. That's not my opinion. I can prove it. I've got the documentation.
Okay.
Now do you understand why I'm bringing this up? That means that all these California courts are illegal. Every decision that's ever been handed down in California is invalid. Okay, now read what number 6 says.
Okay.